since they first played there.
We built this city, the banner that Everton
in your mind, the ones you'll see, but it's something that there's...
Help him out, Everton and Arsenal. The final is former player Mikel Arteta as they embrace another who is benched here today. Martin Odegaard find themselves
with their biggest game of the season like this, with a tall team can make something happen. All in, and both Beto and Decore expect. Here's Trossard again. They space down this side and down this side for Arsenal, pulling the ball back. Great chanding done over there by O'Brien. It's a decent one from Rice, and Lewis Skelly, who's having a dream first season. That's a Waneri on this side, and that was meaty from Patterson on the teenager. Set up, but no Gabriel. Let's see what it's like in terms of success. Rice, and on it goes again to Raheem Sterling, and there's Jared Branthwaite to clear it away. Here's Abdoulaye Decore and the defending up. Well, it goes now to Marino, who was able to pull back the cross, which Branthwaite heads behind. Over there with him, Harrison defended it, and then Beto again, and then Declan Rice with a vital. Similar delivery right under the bar. That's a brilliant header in there by Jared Branthwaite. That was a goal-saving.
Looking at
forward there by Jules O'Brien throw, which was headed away by Trossard on the move, and Irabuna was back there. He's not been cleared very far. Kivior couldn't get the ball. Trossard giving chase. And Jai, Everton looking to try and make up for the Champions League in midweek. He gets his chance out there in either Europa League or Conference League quarter-final action there. So please donate and help us if you're able. Throw in taken by O'Brien. Left to Waneri to deliver. Saliba the target. That's too deep. It's ball in. Travels a long way, and for some reason O'Brien on running down that side. Kivior, and now it's Trossard running through for Arsenal. Brilliant challenge by Branthwaite, timed it perfectly. O'Brien just had to battle with this. Lewis Skelly's got into a central position but played it straight. Irabuna was looking. Trezeguet, Illiman and Jai with a shot against the holders over the next two midweek. Coutinho, but he gets the break of the ball and then pushed it to an attack. Harrison swings it in, but that's too deep in the middle for Njai, who I think had got a hold.
that David Moyes has done that. He's had McNeil and Njai out.
Stadium here today before the move. Now Patterson up there with him, and Trossard shoots and scores. And it's the perfect counter-attacking goal from Arsenal, making Everton pay for being loose in possession. And Leandro Trossard with a clinical finish. That's his 7th goal of the season, but only the 3rd one he scored in his last 29 games for Arsenal. But didn't he take it well? Everton 0, Arsenal 1.
Now, Arsenal this season have not really taken advantage of those turnovers where they've...
It goes to Beto, he's away from Raya, pulls it back, but that's really good recovery play in there by William Saliba. His chance to cross, that's not bad. And off the head of O'Brien, it flashes wide. And there's a clash of heads in there involving the Everton man and Mikel added on at the end of this half. Arsenal leading 1-0 through the Leandro Trossard goal.
Get that service.
Off it goes now towards Beto, who's looking for the instant response. Mazy run from him, and Jai with a... Saliba pressured here by Beto. Added on here at the end of the half. We have had quite a few. Goodison Park. And that's taken. One by, well, should have been one by Declan Rice. I think he thought he might well have been close. Defended there by Patterson to do. He wants to go around the outside and deliver the cross. Comes off the head of in the Everton box. And Declan Rice, they're able to do this. And Jai might fancy a shot from there, and Jai. Well, I think it was the right idea. Just didn't quite execute it the way that he wanted to.
Yeah.
Launched forward by Pickford. Tarkowski. Arsenal might be in again. Tarkowski through a leg. Gated first half though. Lewis Skelly just caught napping now by Jack Harrison, and he's gone down. Penalty. And Goodison Park, and it's 1-1. It's 9 goals this season for Everton's number 10. And early in the second half, it's Everton 1, Arsenal 1. And the perfect start to the second half for the Toffees.
And Jai had to wait a long, long time, but he was coolness personified. He didn't touch him, all that stress on his shoulders, and he comes up with that. Sends Raya the
Goes up there, and the blue shirts are arriving in Decore. And then Bukayo Saka into a crowd of players. Driven into the Arsenal box, there towards it. Here's Martinelli. Martinelli finds the gap. Declan Rice good over there. Here's Jorginho, and that's a foul. And Jai was slightly too aggressive. Saka went low. The attacking side of this team as well, isn't it? That link up between him and towards the. For this time though. Saka against Patterson, and then coming through was Gay, Emmanuel Breuer and James Garner across there. Gets the free kick, he was just using his hands a little bit. So in from Garner, from Miles Lewis Skelly, and he's still going here, and then he's offended inside the knee. I mean, that was all. It is Rice, and it's straight at his England teammate. I think either side, and that would have been in because it was travelling so quickly. David Raya in by Harrison, that's not good enough from behind. Good defended by Gar. Tottenham and Manchester United on Thursday. Across the Breuer, Alcaraz, now Decore, back in went guard to Timber, who just had a race on to try and keep it in. Bukayo Saka, caught Declan Rice with the delivery. It was tugged there by Trossard. And the free kick has been given. I mean, Pickford had to make some save, wasn't it? Now towards Tarkowski. Away to O'Brien, good defended by Tarkowski. Now it's in there towards Marak. Is a long throw in, which was aimed towards. He's found some space now. Can he find a teammate? Well, yes, he can. It was Martin Odegaard. And he scoops it wide. Brian, skip away from him, and Martinelli shoots. That's a fingertip save from Pickford.